Tonight we see the Wellington Dukes taking on the Cobourg Cougars. The Dukes are coming off a 6-0 win last night against Aurora, and they are 8-2-0 in their last game. Should be a pretty great game tonight. Lots of hard-hitting hockey coming in your way, and I'm here with my counterparts, Alex Mahar and David Footy upstairs. Guys, what's up?
Not much, Ryan. Not much up here. Just getting set for another matchup between divisional rivals, a potential playoff preview. We'll get to that in a couple of moments. First, let's just talk about the Wellington Dukes coming off their victory last night. Pretty emphatic over Aurora, but likely in for a little bit more of a challenge here tonight.
Yeah, a good shot in the arm last night for the Wellington Dukes offense. They put 6 goals in the back of the net, and that's always a great way to start a 3 games in 4 nights type of thing. But this might be a little bit more of a challenge, we'll say, for the Wellington Dukes tonight. It's a division rival, the Cobourg Cougars, a team that they've played some pretty tight hockey with over the last couple of seasons. So for Derek Smith's group, this is a little bit more of a high-pressure contest for them.
Here's how the teams match up this season as we get a look at the season so far. Dukes have played 2 less games than the Cougars. They've won substantially more, they score substantially more, and they allow substantially fewer goals. So again, on paper, Alex, it is a bit of a mismatch, but the Cobourg Cougars are a hard-working team, as you mentioned, and between the pipes, they've got a guy who can steal them a game on any given night. Cougars for the 6th of 7 times tonight. Dershawn Stewart still looking for his first victory against Wellington this season. He is 0-2 against the Dukes, and 352 goals against, 879 save percentage in those 2 games. He's playing for the 29th time overall in Cobourg's 47th game of the season. Across the pond, the back and forth continues. Matthew Dunsmore takes the reins again, trying to stay perfect against the Cobourg Cougars. He has 2 wins against them and no losses. The numbers are very good against Cobourg. 1.52 the goals against, 952 the save percentage. David DeMarinis is in his second real full week behind the bench of the Cobourg Cougars, and the Cougars 3-3 since he took over the reins. Derek Smith into game number 45 of his first year as a head coach, and trying to guide the Dukes up the standings as we hit the playoff push for the Buckland Cup playoffs. I'll mention this could be a potential East Division first-round playoff matchup. That's how the standings look coming into the game tonight. Wellington 3 points back of Trenton with a couple of games in hand. Again, it's the top 4 teams get in. Had a big year with the Niagara Falls Canucks last season, and would have been back here for that playoff run as well if that team hadn't done as well as it did. Dukes certainly happy to have him again. Here's White around the net, centered it in front. Evans got a piece of it. And Dershawn Stewart kicks out the left leg and makes a nice save as the Dukes' big line tries to get something going here about 7.5 minutes into the first period.
And what I've noticed from the Wellington Dukes so far in this hockey game is they're doing a great job on the forecheck of turning pucks over. They're keeping the Cougars hemmed in their own zone, and some strong play in below the goal line almost leads to a goal as Ben Evans, in a spot he's familiar with all season long, getting right to the front of the net.
The game tonight. Had one last night.
And another close call in that one as well. He missed a gaping empty net.
Short-handed.
And it would have been his 30th of the season, so you know Vitucci will be looking to pop that milestone number 30 here tonight and make up for the missed opportunity. You know the boys in the dressing room probably gave him an earful after that one.
And they inched up to almost 90% on the season.
Yeah, them and the Trenton Golden Hawks, the top 2 penalty kills in the entire league, so.
Here's Evans, left side circle, shoots and scores! Welcome back, Ben Evans. Rifles it home, his 18th of the season, has got the Dukes up 1-0 here in the first period, and it is a power play marker.
Yeah, and you wonder why the power play's been so cold lately. Well, they've been missing Ben Evans for the past 4 games, and he's a guy who can absolutely bring it with that wrist shot. This time it's on the rush, using the defender as a screen, and he just beats Dershawn Stewart absolutely clean, and it looks like he got a piece of that with the glove. As he takes a look at his glove hand afterwards, says, "Why'd you let me down?" And either way, that's Ben Evans with the goal.
Humberstone a shot into the pads of the defender and carried back here by the Cougars. Just onside as Kufis feeds it high slot. They'll shoot and score. Eric McNeil, a low shot. The Cobourg native has the Cougars even here late in the first period.
Yeah, and that's got to feel good for Eric McNeil, picking up a goal. his 4th of the season, and it looked like a nothing play, but a great pass into the middle of the ice coming down the right wing. The Dukes were in good position as that play was unfolding. They had support back, and it looks like they just got puck watching a little bit as they were cheating to the puck holder. And
Dukes put it back down to the Cobourg end. Barely kept on side. Hanna with a shot, scores! Ben Evans was parked in front. We've been waiting to see if Quinte Hanna will get going. And the question becomes, did Ben Evans touch it, or will they give that to Quinte Hanna?
And just an excellent play on the blue line from Jacob Breckles. He took that pass on his backhand, spin and fire one right on the tape, right there, as you see, to Quinte Hanna, who's just waiting to load up that shot. And we'll have to get a look at this to see, and it looks like it went off a Cougar. I'm not 100% sure here, and it might have beat him clean. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, Justin Paul led the train to the bench, and Justin Paul tipped it in to put the Dukes back in front at 18:48. That's where we stand. After 20, it's 2-1 Wellington over the Cobourg Cougars. Stay with us. Our second intermission programming is coming up.
It's a chance for the Cobourg Cougars on the power play to knock this game up.
Perhaps a veteran play by Breckles to just stick the leg out there. It was pretty blatant on the replay. As the Cougars will get a shot and score. Long one from the point from Nicholas Aromatario, and the Cougars are even with a power play goal of their own.
Yeah, just like that on the power play, very first shot on their first man advantage is going to squeak through and go all the way past Matt Dunsmore. And just like that, Aromatario has his 40th point and 10th goal of the season. And we're right back where we started here in Wellington.
It was certainly Aromatario's shot. His teammates celebrated like it went straight in.
And here's that big line again for the Wellington Dukes, David.
Back at the line, kept in. Addison again, another save, but on the rebound, they score. Ben Evans has his second of the night, and that is a big body to try and move in front of the goal. It's a nice redirection, and he stays with it to put the Dukes back in front.
And you know what? It's a goal scorer's goal. We saw his first one was a shot off the rush. That one's just go to the dirty area, take your lumps, and bury it in the back of the net on his second opportunity on Dershawn Stewart, who made a terrific save to start that sequence. But what a pass there from Ben Addison to find Ben Evans just in that soft spot next to Dershawn Stewart, unmarked, and he's not a guy you want to leave open in front of the net because he's going to capitalize on more than he's going to miss when he's in that area of the ice. 2-goal game so far for Ben Evans in his return to the lineup. It's a tough area to score from.
Evans centering, back to the line. Addison, shot, scores! Dukes are turning it on in the late stages of the second. That definitely hit something on the way. But Ben Addison will lead the train back, and the Dukes have a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, whether this hits something or not, another great play from Ben Addison. Look, head up all the way, fires that shot low. He knows he's got tons of traffic over there. Dershawn Stewart can't get eyes on that puck, and it was Ben Addison who made the nice pass into Ben Evans on the last goal, and the Dukes strike again quickly to make it 4-2, their first 2-goal lead of the hockey game. And David, it's an offense that can do this to teams. They just strike quickly.
As it comes out in front, and the buzzer sounds. Dan Panetta finishing his check, and that will draw a bit of a crowd at the buzzer. But nothing doing as the Dukes take a 2-goal lead to the dressing room. Nicholas Aromatario tied it at 5:47, but Ben Evans and Ben Addison team up and score 28 seconds apart at 14:10 and 14:38. Dukes lead the Cougars 4-2 after 40. Take a break. When we come back, Ryan Pettigrew will be downstairs with Brody McDougall, the former Cougar, and we'll also learn more about the Wellington Dukes. Have actually lost twice when leading after the second. And Cobourg Cougars, when trailing after the second, have won once. Speed here by Bowman as he gets knocked off it but keeps the play going. Good pass to Crotiris, tried to fire and wrap around the rebound. It'll slide through the crease and the Dukes will get it out. It does hit the mesh to kill the play, but a nice looking rush there from George Crotiris and the Cobourg Cougars as they get an opportunity here with about 6 minutes gone in the frame.
Yeah, Crotiris down his off wing with a great look on net, as you just saw on your screen there. As And you see him fan on the shot, but try it on the other side on the wraparound, and that just comes out the other side on Matt Dunsmore, who had no idea where that puck was. So the Dukes dodge a bullet there.
Down the net, breakout feed over 2 lines for Brugden Hill trying to charge in. Brugden Hill taken down as he fired a shot on. Dukes keep it alive, and they'll shoot and score. With some commotion in the corner, Brett Humberstone comes blazing in from the point, hammers home a one-timer.
Yeah, beautiful goal there from the Wellington Dukes. It's Brett Humberstone jumping in on the attack, adding to his 3-assist night last night. And that's an absolute beauty. Good work from Brugden Hill to get that puck in deep. Some good hard work there. And then McDougall does his job with a beautiful pass. As we get another look at it there, it was keeping that play alive. Brugden Hill, then the pass cross ice, and Humberstone finishes it off with the emphatic one-timer, and a 3-goal lead with just 10 minutes left to go in the third period. It's looking good for the Wellington Dukes.
Just the third of the season for Brett Humberstone.
Who from the corner, and that is number 6. That's Brody McDougall. So the score sheet's going to say Quinn Hanna, but that's Brody McDougall finding Brett Humberstone on the back door, and what a sweet feed that is. As all the attention went to Brody McDougall coming around the net, because Sean Stewart was a little bit out of position, but
Denning it cross ice again, jumbled up in the slot. Ellis looking back door again, score! Brody McDougall hammers it home. A one-timer at the side of the goal off a great feed from Dawson Ellis. And the Dukes extend the lead.
yeah, you dish it out, and then you get it back. It's McDougall on the last goal with a nice pass cross ice to Brett Humberstone. This time it's McDougall on the back door, who hammers that one past Sean Stewart. And that's just another beautiful goal from the Wellington Dukes. We've seen a couple of them here in this hockey game. The cross-seam passing has been on point.
That Brody McDougall going off and getting chirped at by his former teammates, and he pulled the old point to the scoreboard
Gotta
as
love
you
it. Yeah.
head to the penalty box.
The junior hockey point to the scoreboard.
Yeah.
What do you say to that, right?
Well, Dukes are going to win the first 2 games of this 3-game weekend, barring a goal in the next 20 seconds or so, by a combined score of 12-2.
A great offensive showing recently for the Dukes.
Nice poke check in deep by Breckles in front of the net, fed back to the point. Butler swung across. Raposo can't fire. Back to Butler again. Slip down here for Kufis. Circles up top. Good active stick by Brugden Hill. He'll poke it out, and that will do it. Cobourg Cougars made it close early in the second period, but the Wellington Dukes rattle off 4 straight. Ben Evans scores the game winner, his second of the game, and Ben Addison tallies 4 points as the Dukes pick up their second win in as many nights, defeating the Cobourg Cougars 6-2. Nice performance by Matt Dunsmore as well, 22 saves on 24 shots, and you can give the Wellington Dukes another victory here over a division rival. 6, and naturally you're going to find 3 names up there. We start at the bottom with the former Cougar Brody McDougall. Had a goal and an assist, a nice night for him. The second star, Ben Addison, who did have 4 points, but as we were discussing, a little bit of weight goes for the game-winning goal, and you like Ben Evans in his return to the lineup after, 4 games doesn't sound like a lot, but over the course of a season, it's pretty much a 2.5 week or so layoff.
Yeah, and we talked about it last night. Who impressed you the most on the ice? And for me, it was Ben Evans. He gets the game's opening goal. The hockey game sets the tone. Then he gets the game-winning goal as well. And